Welcome to the channel. My name is Eric and this is D&D Original Character. The official start of summer, otherwise known as the summer solstice, isn't until June 21st. But I wanted to go ahead and get a jump start on summer by presenting the top 10 spells for summer in D&D 5e, specifically when thinking about heading to the beach. If you're interested in other top 10s, I've created a playlist for the channel, so you can check out my top 10 favorite spells or the top 10 best pound-for-pound spells in D&D. Starting off this list at number 10, we have Prestidigitation. There's nothing worse than coming back from the beach, covered in sand, and tracking all of that into your car or house. Prestidigitation is the best quality of life cantrip in all of D&D, and having it available at the beach is amazing. Prestidigitation allows the user to create sensory effects, chill, warm, or flavor food and liquids, and make a small mark on a surface. It also allows you to clean an area of 1 cubic foot, including your own body. With sand being notoriously hard to clean off, even with water available, Prestidigitation makes the cleanup a breeze. At number 9 is the spell Pyrotechnics, a second-level transmutation spell. Interestingly, this spell requires a pre-existing area of flame that you extinguish and create fireworks in its place. These fireworks can blind people standing within 10 feet of its range if they fail on a Constitution saving throw, so just make sure to keep everyone at a safe distance. Fireworks are iconic during the summer, whether it's celebrating the 4th of July with friends and family, fireworks on a Friday night in downtown Honolulu, or just lighting sparklers in your backyard. Pyrotechnics certainly brings the pomp and circumstance to the summer. At number 8, we have Speak with Animals. At only the cost of a first level spell, this allows bards, druids, and rangers to communicate with animals for 10 minutes. It can also be cast as a ritual to save on your spell slots. On a hot summer hike through the woods, an animal can help you find a local body of water to cool off and rehydrate. At the beach, a fish or any other aquatic animal can help you find an interesting underwater cave or sunken ruins to explore. This spell is great for gathering information, but it also just makes your exploration exponentially more fun. With number 7, what's better than speaking with animals? How about becoming one? Polymorph allows us to transform into a creature of equal to our character level or lower. Some notable aquatic options include the frog, octopus, giant crab, giant seahorse, reef shark, plesiosaurus, killer whale, and giant shark. Polymorph does require concentration, but it lasts for up to an hour. We can't speak or cast spells in the new form, which are the limitations which hold it back the most, but it's still an amazing spell for a day at the beach. My favorite option would probably be the reef shark, since it has a movement speed or a swim speed of 40 feet and is a medium-sized beast, meaning it can navigate tight quarters much better than some of the other giant options. There's nothing worse than planning a week at the beach, only to show up and have the weather rain on your parade. That's where my number 6 pick, Control Weather, comes into play. Control Weather is an 8th level spell, and it's usually pretty bad in-game. It has a casting time of 10 minutes, so you would really only see this during downtime or perhaps like during a siege or infiltration mission. So once the spell has been cast, it requires concentration for up to 8 hours. During this time, though, we can affect the weather. For example, we can change the precipitation. So if we arrive and it's like a downpour or a hurricane, we can change the precipitation from stage 1 or stage 2. If the temperature is unbearably hot, then we can make it change to like stage 2 or stage 3. Finally, if it's too windy for even beach volleyball, update the wind to stage 1 for a calm, clear, and warm day at the beach. At number 5, we have Shape Water. Shape Water might be my favorite cantrip in the game. Shape Water has so many applications that we don't have time to go over all of them here, but suffice to say, controlling water, even if it's only like a 5-foot cube, would be so much fun during a day at the beach or lake. Some of the options we have available to us are moving and changing the flow of water. We can form shapes and animate those shapes from the water. We can freeze the water, which stays frozen for an hour. We can have 2 non-instantaneous effects active at one time. So one of my favorite uses of Shape Water is freezing 2 5-foot cubes of water, walking forward, releasing the first cube and then creating another one in front, enabling your character to walk across the top of the water. Alternatively, you can create like a bowl of ice and stand in the bowl. Then using the first bullet point of the spell, you can push your ice bowl forward. Turning yourself into a waterbender is cool at any time, but especially during the summer. At number 4, we have control winds. Summers are hot, especially if you live in the south and know what southern humidity feels like. That's why control winds is so helpful during the summer. Control winds is a 5th level spell. It's an action to cast, so it's faster than control weather, and for up to an hour using our concentration, we control the air in a 100-foot cube. We can then create a moderate wind to help cool us off. It's like having an AC unit constantly available wherever you go. At number 3, for the best spells for the summer, I wanted to highlight both Move Earth and Mold Earth. Move Earth is only a cantrip, but we can, similar to Shape Water with water, we can shape and move the earth. We can excavate the ground, and we can also create shapes and colors for an hour, spelling out words and creating images. Mold Earth, in contrast, is actually a 6th level spell, and it's more like Move Earth on steroids. Instead of an hour, we can actually have the effect last for 2 hours, and instead of a 5-foot cube with Move Earth, we can actually mold Earth in a 40-foot square. Inside of this area, we can reshape dirt, sand, and clay in any manner we choose. With both of these spells, the goal is to create an epic sand castle. As fun as the beach can be just to relax and take in the sun, it can also get kind of boring after a while. With these spells, however, we have an endless amount of options for creating epic forts and sandcastles. We can build a slide into the ocean, a copy of like the Rivendell from Lord of the Rings, or just filter the water inland to create our own personal pool. If you're like me and you're planning a summer vacation at the beach or lake and you're staying out all day, then the number one thing you need to bring is some sustenance. We need hydration, we need snacks. And that's where our number 2 spot comes in to save the day. At number 2, we have Create Food and Water. This is a 3rd level conjuration spell. It only takes an action to cast, and the effect is instantaneous, so no need to wait around for things to cook. With this action, we create 45 pounds of food and 30 gallons of water. According to Wizards of the Coast, this is enough to feed 15 people for 24 hours. The spell description does note that the food is bland, but when you're burning calories from swimming and enjoying the day, anything we bring about from like Create Food and Water, it's going to be delicious. We can even use Prestidigitation to enhance the flavor. And with our number 1 spot for the best spells for summer, we have Water Breathing. This 3rd level spell takes an action and lasts for 24 hours. During this time, 10 creatures, including ourselves, can breathe underwater. While the effect is simple, the impact on a day at the beach cannot be understated. While we've already seen the ability to polymorph into aquatic animal, polymorph only lasts for an hour and it only affects 1 creature. With water breathing, us and 9 of our friends can go explore coral reefs, sunken ships, and underwater caverns, all while maintaining the ability to cast other spells and to communicate with one another. This would make for such a memorable experience and earns its spot at the top of our list. That's it for today. I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope you'll join me next time. Next up, we're looking at how to play as Madara Uchiha in 5e. Thanks for watching. Welcome to the channel. My name is Eric, and this is D&D Original.